The haunted Morris-Jumel Mansion, a true story of history and hauntings. Tucked away in Upper Manhattan's Washington Heights neighborhood stands the Morris-Jumel Mansion, a stately Georgian-style home with a haunting past. Built in 1765, it is the oldest surviving house in Manhattan, and it has played a central role in American history, served as a home to wealthy and controversial figures, and perhaps most famously, been the subject of centuries of ghost stories. Classical building, a house steeped in history. The mansion was originally built by British Colonel Roger Morris, a loyalist who fled to England when the Revolutionary War began. During the war, the house was seized by the Continental Army, and George Washington used it as his headquarters in the fall of 1776 during the Battle of Harlem Heights. Later, it served as a command post for both British and Hessian forces. After the war, the house was sold and changed hands several times until Eliza Jumel, a woman of humble beginnings who rose to become one of the wealthiest women in New York, purchased the property in 1810 with her husband, Stephen Jumel. Woman's had the strange life of Eliza Jumel. Eliza Jumel was a fascinating and polarizing figure. Born into poverty, she was rumored to have worked as an actress or courtesan before marrying Stephen Jumel, a successful French wine merchant. Eliza was intelligent, ambitious, and determined to rise in society. The couple lived lavishly in the mansion and filled it with imported French furnishings. However, their marriage became strained. In 1832, just a year after Eliza married former Vice President Aaron Burr, Stephen Jumel died under mysterious circumstances. He allegedly fell down a staircase in the mansion and succumbed to his injuries. Rumors immediately swirled. Some believed Eliza may have played a role in his death. No evidence was ever found, but the suspicion has lingered for generations. The hauntings begin. After Eliza died in 1865 at the age of 90, the mansion's reputation began to shift. Residents and caretakers started to report strange occurrences, and whispers of hauntings began. Here are some of the most famous paranormal encounters reported at the Morris-Jumel Mansion. 1. Eliza Jumel's apparition. Numerous visitors and staff claim to have seen the ghost of Eliza Jumel, often described as wearing a long gown and gliding through the rooms. Her spirit is most commonly seen in her former bedroom or near the staircase where her husband died. In one famous account from the 1960s, a group of school children were touring the mansion when a figure in 19th century clothing appeared and told them to be quiet. When the children asked the guide who the woman was, she replied that no one else was in the house. 2. The talking walls. Caretakers have long claimed to hear whispers, footsteps, and doors opening and closing on their own. Some even say the mansion seems to breathe. It creaks and groans not with age, but with something unseen moving within it. 3. Aaron Burr's presence. Though he only lived there briefly, some say the ghost of Aaron Burr lingers as well. His turbulent relationship with Eliza, along with his widely known duel with Alexander Hamilton, may have created a lingering emotional energy, one that some believe still connects him to the mansion. 4. Cold spots and shadow figures. Visitors have reported sudden temperature drops, particularly on the staircase and in the front parlor. Shadowy figures have been seen moving past windows or peeking around corners, only to disappear when approached. 5. Paranormal investigations. The mansion has been featured on TV shows like Ghost Adventures and Haunted History, where paranormal teams investigated the claims. They recorded unexplained audio, electromagnetic anomalies, and even claimed to make contact with spirits through EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, recordings. Preserving the legacy. Today, the Morris-Jumel Mansion is a museum, open to the public for tours and educational programs. It is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and preserved as a historic treasure of New York City. Visitors come not just for its architecture or history, but to experience the supernatural. Ghost tours are regularly offered, especially around Halloween, where people hope to catch a glimpse of Eliza or hear a whisper from the past. Despite skepticism, the stories persist, and many who visit leave convinced that something lingers in the walls of the Morris-Jumel Mansion. Conclusion: where history and haunting collide. The Morris-Jumel Mansion is more than just New York's oldest house. It's a place where the past refuses to stay silent. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the layers of history, tragedy, and mystery surrounding the mansion have left an undeniable energy behind. Visitors walk through its rooms not just to see relics of a bygone era, but to feel the presence of those who once lived, and perhaps still do. If you ever find yourself in Manhattan with time to spare, take a detour to 65 Jumel Terrace. Step inside, listen closely, and maybe, just maybe, you'll hear Eliza calling from beyond the veil.